திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஆடும் பரிவேல் அணி சேவல் என பாடும் பணியே பணியாய் அருள்வாய் தேடும் கயமா முகனை செருவில் சாடும் தனி யானை சகோதரனே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். உலகலாம் உணர்ந்து ஓதற்கரியவன் நிரோராவிய நீர்மொழி வேணியன் அலகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்தாடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவாம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, ஏகம்பத்துரை எந்தாய் போற்றி, பாகம் பண்ணுரு ஆனாய் போற்றி, பராய்த்துறை மேவிய பரணே போற்றி, சிராப்பள்ளி மேவிய சிவனே போற்றி, அண்ணாமலையம் அண்ணா போற்றி, கண்ணாரமுத கடலே போற்றி, காவாய் கனகத்திரளே போற்றி, கைலை மலையானே போற்றி போற்றி, வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அண்ட சராசரங்களுக்கெல்லாம் அதிபதியாக விளங்கக்கூடிய முருகப்பெருமானுடைய ஒப்பற்ற பெருங்கருணையினாலே ஞானத்திரள் சார்பாக பெரிய புராணத்தை ஆங்கிலத்திலே சிந்திக்கின்ற தொடராக இந்த தொடர் வந்து கொண்டு இருக்கின்ற இந்த வேளையில இன்றைய தினமும் தொடர்ந்து நாம் சிந்திப்பதற்கு திருவருள் கூட்டியிருக்கிறது. This program is being sponsored by our beloved Mrs. and Mr. Saravanan from Qatar. They have taken almost all pains to continue this program right from Saiva Siddhantam, and on various topics I delivered lectures in English. Even though the response from various circles is slowly increasing, Qatar couple, they are very keen to continue this so that it is available in the YouTube for people who not well versed with Tamil, but at the same time they would be eager and they would be willing to know the basic concepts of Saiva Siddhantam and our Saiva literatures. In this respect, the Periya Puranam, the 12th Tirumurai, it has been asserted as the 12th Tirumurai by our Nambiyandar Nambi. Subsequently, the Nambiyandar Nambi sorted out up to 11. After 11, the 12th has been added by the successive Adiyas as the 12th. It is a very great value because of its special and unique speciality. That is, it describes the fame of the Adiyas. As a matter of fact, we can be a disciple of Lord Shiva, but it is very easy way to acquire Lord's grace, to be Adiyar of an Adiyar, to be the disciple of a disciple. Adiyarkum Adiyan, that's how Sundaramurti Swamigal describes. The whole Tiruthodathai goes on like this. Based on Tiruthodathai, Periya Puranam was sung by our Deva Chakra. He was the chief minister of the Chola kingdom in 12th century. Now we have been discussing about the various Nayanmars. He had taken almost all possible. No, he never left any stone on the earth unturned to cull out the details of Nayanmars. He visited the spots. He visited where Nayanmars lived, and he collected information from the scriptures, from the stones, from the people, and from various books. He collected details about Nayanmars, and he just gave us the Periya Puranam and authentic version of Nayanmar stories. For example, he has been describing the route of Tiriyana Sambandar, how he took the route from Sirgadi to various temples. How did he travel? In which route he must have travelled? All these details, not only Tiriyana Sambandar, Tirunavukarasar and also Sundaramurti Swamigal, how could they visited these temples, in what order, those things he has thought of, he had taken into account various informations and finally settled down with the facts. In that he was willing to give the details which he thought authentic. Just hearsay stories or some yarned stories, he was not interested, and he didn't add them to his epic. So the epic is full of authentic information. As I already told you in various episodes, historians refer Periya Puranam for various details, and consider the epic to be authentic, to give informations, to part with informations. During the 7th century, 8th century, 9th century, various incidents they refer Periya Puranam. So to that extent, we must appreciate that our Puranam is taken to be referenced by historians. Okay. Now today we have been discussing the Nayanmars in the order Devachekudar has given, and in turn Devachekudar has followed the order in which Sundaramurti Swami has described in his Tiruttondathogai. In the last episode we discussed about the Nayanmar Viranvindar. This week we are going to discuss about Amarneedhi Nayanar. Allimin Mullayandar Amarneedhikkum Adiyen Aruril Ammanukku Aale. He just describes so the Tiruttondathogai goes on like this. Amarneedhi Nayanar. Amarneedhi Nayanar, we do not know his real name. Amarneedhi Nayanar. Amarneedhi என்றால் what does it mean as a matter of fact? He has taken a decision, justification. He had gone to the extent that nobody can think of, even now or in the olden days. Nobody would have thought of such a decision he took as the judgment, final judgment. He only took. So Amarneedhi means that is suitable judgment, suitable justice he took. So that is why he was known as Amarneedhi Nayanar. That name was given in the Periya Puranam also. See, there was one town, Pazhayyarai, in old Chola kingdom, Pazhayyarai. Because of Kaveri, Pazhayyarai was flourishing with wealth, with a lot of greenery fields and gardens and all those things. Pazhayyarai, a prosperous town in the Chola kingdom. There lived a lot of merchants. They traded various commercial activities in the taking Pazhayyarai as center. There lived a lot of merchants. One of the traders is our Amarneedhi Nayanar. Amarneedhi Nayanar, he was trading in garments, he was trading in jewels, he was trading in pearls and other things, and also He was an agriculturalist. He was an ardent ardent of Shiva, ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. He was fond of Lord Shiva and thought whatever wealth he was having, it meant only for Shivanadiyas, that is the disciples and devotees of Lord Shiva. So he would be very much pleased to convince, to greet, to host any Adiyar he comes across. He would be bringing them, he would be extending all sorts of respects. He would be feeding them, he would be giving them whatever they want. All those things he would be doing with much pleasure. And as far as wealth is concerned, the Lord has given him a lot of wealth. He was doing one help to Adiyas, that is, he was engaged in textile industry. He was engaged in the textile industry. He was a weaver, and he traded in textile also. So he owned that undergarment known as Kovanam for Adiyas. This Kovanam is an undergarment for the disciples of Lord Shiva. Some people will not wear anything except this Kovanam. They will wear it as an undergarment. That's all. That is called Kovanam. So he would be weaving these Kovanams, and he would be giving them to Adiyas who were require them. So that service he was rendering. That particular service he was rendering. So a lot of devotees have been coming in, and they are actually the devotees came in search of him. They have heard a lot about Amarneedhi, and they would be coming, enjoying the hospitality of Amarneedhi Nayanar. Nayanar did one more thing. See, in order to do this philanthropy, what he did was he built a mutt, a particular place, mutt, exclusively meant for this. In this mutt, throughout the year, the food will be prepared by Brahmins in to maintain sanctity of the food, because the holiness of the food, so many Adiyas of some chasteful Adiyas, they would be coming and they would not be taking food elsewhere, because they would be having very holy food. So because of that, the mutt was being arranged with Brahmins, and it is fit for eating by high caste Vedyas. Throughout the year, food will be available. Throughout the year, Adiyas can come and rest. Throughout the year, Adiyas, when they come to the mutt, they would be catered to their particular needs. So throughout the year, the mutt was catering to the needs of all Adiyas, and all flock of Adiyas were flowing in Padayare, hearing about Amarneedhi Nayanar. So it went on well for so many years. Of course, people will think what? They were talking that Amarneedhi Nayanar was gifted by a lot of wealth by Lord Shiva. So So wealth is there, he is giving. People won't be appreciating the special merit of this disciple, this devotee. His very speciality is deep, sincere love for Lord Shiva and his adiyars. People won't be able to understand. See, if somebody is giving, people won't understand the sanctity of the love of the particular adiyar. They will go and receive the help. The moment they get the help, they will forget. But now adiyars are not like that. They will bless Amarneedhi Nayanar. So to exhibit this deep and sincere love to the entire world, to the entire people, Lord Shiva thought of a game. So he came in disguise. One fine morning, it was shining well. He came, one adiyar came, like a Vediar. This Brahmin mendicant was wearing only one kovanam, and his hair tied in a large knot, on the crest of his head, on the crown of the head, and he had smeared vibhuti on his forehead and whole body. He was looking like wise and very powerful adiyar. He seemed to be very wise and learned adiyar. He came over there. He was also carrying a pole, a stick, at the top of which two kovanams have been tied up and one more small bag of vibhuti. With this disguise, with this setup, the adiyar came to the mutt. On the particular day, there was a festival in the temple. So our Nayanar, Amarneedhi Nayanar, he was physically present there. He was catering to the needs of all adiyars. He was hosting all adiyars, requesting them to go to mutt and get the food, and also requesting them to get whatever they want, any money, any cloth, anything they want, they can get. He was ready to give, and he was hosting like anything. Adiyars were very happy, and they were dining, taking food in the mutt. At that time, this Vediar, our Vediar, he came over there. He came over there and stood at the entrance of the mutt, where our Nayanar, Amarneedhi Nayanar, was hosting adiyars. He was standing there and looking at him. Suddenly, Amarneedhi Nayanar looked back at him, and he thought this adiyar has come over to our mutt, but he is not entering, he is not coming in. He may be having a different idea, I should welcome him. So he actually approached him, fell on his feet, and also uttered so many greeting words. Sir, I do not know what penance I have done. You have taken the kindness to visit us to this mutt. Please, I request you to kindly come into the mutt. I have arranged the Brahmins to cook, so that very high caste areas, they should not hesitate to take food here. So I have arranged a very holy and food here. You please come over here and you please dine. He was welcoming, and inviting him. He just looked upon him. Oh, you are Amarneedhi, isn't it? Yes, sir. You are a merchant. Yes, sir. You have a lot of wealth. All the wealth is blessed by God, sir. Lord Shiva only gave me all this wealth. I don't possess anything. Okay, I appreciate your attitude. Okay, I am just enjoying the fame and talk about you in the whole town. When I was entering the town, people were talking about you. It seems you are doing a lot of things for Lord Shiva. They are praising about you a lot of things. So I got an inquisitiveness to come and see you in person. I don't have anything to be obtained from you. I don't want anything. I am blessed by Lord Shiva with everything I want. I am having a contented mind. I do not want anything. Just I wanted to have a glimpse of you, because people were talking about you a lot. So why don't we go and see him? That's why he came. Sir, whatever you heard, I do not know. All good things you heard about are blessed only by Lord Shiva. You please consider my request. If you don't want anything, you have told me, but at least you can take food. Kindly come in and take food. He was inviting again. Okay, since you are inviting very, very kindly, and since you are saying that the food is sacred and all these things you are uttering, I want to taste the food. Okay. But you must understand that I must take a bath before I dine. What I will do is, I will go to Kaveri and take my bath in the river. I will come back. Then I will have my food here. It suits you? Okay, sir. Suits fine. Amarneedhi, tell me, sir. See, I used to wear Kovanam, that is this undergarment, only of my own. They are very sacred. See, I am wearing one and I am having spare 2 numbers, which I have tied them in the stick you are just seeing. If I am going to take a bath, I will change the undergarment with another one, because both of them will be dry and the wet Kovanam will be changed with the another. But I doubt there may be some rain. No, sir, it's a shiny day. No. Rain may come at any time. God decides it. So if the rain comes, both my spare Kovanams will get drenched, will be wet. So what I will do is, I will take one spare Kovanam and I will entrust it with you. You keep it safe. If at all there is no rain, if at all there is no rain, no problem, you give it back to me, I will take it. If it happens to be raining, then my Kovanam, my undergarments will be wet. Then I will be shivering with wet Kovanams, I cannot wear them. I want a dry Kovanam. So since I have already entrusted one with you, I will just take it and I will change it. Is that understandable to you? Okay, I am understanding. Okay, now I will take the spare Kovanam and will give it to you. You keep it very safe. You keep it in mind that I will not wear Kovanam of any other make. I am having of my own Kovanam, my own underground. I never take anything from anybody and wear them. So take note of it, keep it aside, keep it in a separate place and keep it very, very safe. It is up to you. Okay, sir, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I will keep it attaching more value than the gems, than my ornaments and everything. I will keep it safe. You please go and come back and dine with her in our mutt, so that we will be blessed. Okay, let me go. The Vediyer left that place. Amarneedhi took the Kovanam, went inside, kept it separately in a safe custody. In a safe custody. So that nobody have access to that place. So that he only has the access. So in such a place, he was keeping it in a very, very safety place, so that when situation arises, it should be returned to the Vediyer. The mendicant left the place, he went to Kaveri. Nobody knows whether he went to Kaveri or not, he took a bath or not, nobody knows. Who can say? God himself has come in disguise. So, Devi Chekra says, nobody knows whether he went to river, whether he had taken a bath, nobody knows it. But to the astonishing fact is that he came back drenched in rain. Drenched in rain. Water was rolling on him, rolling down on him. Everything was wet. And he was wearing wet Kovanam, and also in the stick the Kovanam was wet. The stick also the Kovanam was wet. Amarneedhi, I am shivering. Just go and take my Kovanam. I want to change it. Okay, sir. But did it rain? What is the question you are asking? I am coming here drenched. You are asking whether it rained or not. Don't you believe me? No, don't say like that. But here we don't have any rain. That is why I inquired, sir. Okay, I will get the Kovanam immediately. He went inside. He was searching it at the place where he kept it. Will it be there? How can it be there? God has already decided to snatch it without the knowledge of anybody. Amarneedhi didn't know. It was just taken away. It was not there. Searching is going on. This Vediyer was yelling at the entrance, "Oh, I am shivering, what are you doing? How long will you take to take that Kovanam for me? Why don't you come quickly?" At last, Amarneedhi came to a decision that it's not going to be found. Because he was searching for a longer period, it was not there. He was enquiring his wife, he was enquiring his son and servants. Nobody answered affirmatively. Everybody said, we do not know, sir. We do not know. What to do? Somehow or other we have to convince this Vediyer. So, taking a new Kovanam, which he gives to other Adiyars, he took one Kovanam and came outside. Sir, please take this. No, he was bewildered and looking at him. Where is my Kovanam? Yes, sir. The Kovanam you gave me, I kept it very safely in a separate place, but somehow or other, to my astonishment, when I go and search there, when you demanded it, it was not there. I cannot understand, I could not understand what happened to that Kovanam. Nobody would have touched it, nobody dared to go there. So, I am at a loss to know how did it vanish, how did it get vanished. I do not know, sir, but somewhere or other it was not there. I will give in the place of that Kovanam, I will give you a new one. Sir, this was not torn out of a cloth, it was worn. It was, we were, actually it is made for this purpose itself. It is woven for the real purpose, this purpose. The Vedier got wild, he was very angry. I just gave the Governor only now. Now the time has not passed more than 1 hour or 2 hours. How could have the Governor vanished? Who could have taken? Hardly half a day has gone. You are saying that you have lost it. And you are without any fear, you are coming here and saying to take a Kovanam in lieu of that. You are asking me to take another in lieu of it. No, it's not fair on our part. Amarneedhi, people are telling you so many things about you. Now only I can understand your true image. It came out. You were just hiding the Kovanam since I had told you that it is of very great value. You decided to snatch it, you steal it from me. That was your real intention, and that is your real intention now. I won't agree, I won't accept that it has been lost. I cannot accept it. You go inside, search it again and come with my Kovanam. Otherwise, I will be very angry and I will go to any extent for getting my Kovanam. Nayanar shrunk to a spot. He didn't know what to do. This Adiyar has been demanding what he gave. It was not there, it was lost. How to convince him? So I have done something disgrace to the Adiyars. I cannot say that I am extending services to the Adiyars. I cannot say, because I have failed in my duty for an Adiyar. What he says is right. He was telling me at the time of giving it, he was telling me that it is a sacred one, to keep it aloof, to keep it in a separate place and give it back to him. He gave all instructions. Still, now I am miserably failed to return it. So the fault is on my part. How to convince him? He begged the Adiyar, sir, I am innocent. I need not take anything belonging to Adiyar. I consider myself belonging to Adiyar. My wealth is belonging to Adiyar. The situation is like this. How can you if you want, you can come over inside and you can make a search of your own. I will not detain you, or I will not hesitate to allow you. You can come in and inspect. I do not know how to convince you. I have lost it. Now tell me, is there any other way to compensate my fault? Is there any other way to convince you? Is there any other way so that you can excuse my failure? The Vaidya seems to be mollified by the request a bit and replied, okay, I can do one thing. Tell me, sir. You bring here a balance. On one deck, I will place my Kovanam that has been tied up to this stick. That has been tied up to the stick. The Kovanam which you lost is similar to this one. Both of them are same. Now what I will do is, I will just untie the Kovanam and I will place it in one of the pan of deck of the balance. You just give which is equal in weight to that Kovanam. The balance should say that an equal weight of compensation has been achieved. So if the balance shows null, neutral, for a weight placed in the other deck, I will accept that one. You bring the balance. Amarneedhi was relieved very much. Okay, some or other, this Adyar has come down to excuse me, to honor me, my innocence. Some or other, he has come down. Okay, I will use this opportunity. Immediately, he ordered to one balance to be brought to that place. The balance was placed on one of the deck. He placed the Kovanam. The Vaidya placed the Kovanam. He untied it from the stick and placed it. He untied the other Kovanam and placed it on the deck. Amarneedhi Nayanar brought one Kovanam and he was just placing it on the other deck. The deck that was carrying the various Kovanam, it was down. Amarneedhi thought that one or two Kovanams will make equal weight for that. But he was wrong, because he was placing one after the other. About number of Kovanams were placed on the deck, but the Vaidya's Kovanam deck was not at all rising up. It was down. It was there. Amarneedhi was wondering. Then what he did was, he brought the cloth itself, reels of cloth, he brought them, bundles of cloth he brought them, and was putting one after the other, but not even a small measure the deck was rising. It was there. It was down. Various Kovanam. It was down there. Various things were being placed one after the other. It was never moving. And finally, Amarneedhi asked, sir, some or other, the weight of the Kovanam is not equivalent to all my cloths and other things. Can I place my jewels and other things? If that's so, do it. He was saying that he brought jewels, pearls, ornaments, everything was placed, but it didn't move at all. Then he understood, Amarneedhi, oh, that is why this Vediyar, this devotee was saying, Adiyar was saying that it is a special Kovanam. Now only I am able to understand. Say, definitely it is a special Kovanam. Because so many things are not making equal to the weight of the Kovanam. What to do? Everything was placed. Then finally, Amarneedhi went to the Vediyar and fell on his feet. Sir, I tried with all my wealth. I came to know that it's not going to be equivalent in weight to your Kovanam. So it is of very special nature. The only left wealth is my wife, my son and myself. If you allow us, we will just enter, occupy the deck and we will give ourselves. The Vediyar said, okay, go ahead, he said. Amarneedhi was going round the balance. He fell at the feet of the Adiyar. Tasmi sir, he said, and came over to the balance. Standing before the deck, he, his wife and son, everybody assembled there, and he was chanting 5-lettered mantra. And he said, if at all my true love to Adiyars, is sincere and pleasing to Lord Shiva, let the balance be coming to neutral position. This is the only thing I want, because I somehow or other I have failed in my duty to one Adiyar. With that I cannot live anymore. So I pray Lord Shiva to null away my fault just by accepting my sincerity, sincere love. Saying these words, he just climbed up to the deck with his wife and son. What a wonder! Immediately the balance come to the nulling point, nulling position. The needle, the deck raised with the Kovanam raised, and the needle was showing the equal weight symbol, sign. What does it show? So the Kovanam on the other deck, it is not just a Kovanam, it was wet. What does it mean? The wetness indicates the grace of Lord Shiva. The grace of Lord Shiva cannot be compensated or cannot be think equivalent to our wealth. We have to dedicate ourselves to Lord Shiva, to the grace. So the Nayanar gave all the wealth, but it was not equivalent. But once he decided to offer himself selflessness, then his love was shown, accepted, and in turn the grace was offered to him. Everybody now understood the love of Amarneedhi. The Vedic who came in disguise vanished, and Lord Shiva with his Uma appeared on the sky and told him, the world should know your true and sincere love. That's why he came to you. You showed your sincerity. Now everybody will understand your love for me and for my adiyars. You can come to my world. You need not be here in this world. Hereafterwards, you, your wife and son, you can come to my abode. With that, the balance itself has become a flight, and it took off to Shivalova. That is how Chekudar finishes this episode, the story. So, with whatever wealth, whatever other things, we cannot get the grace of Lord Shiva. Only by true and sincere love can we winning over the love of Lord Shiva. With this, I am just finishing off this episode today, and in the next episode we will go ahead with another Nayanmar. Once again, I am acknowledging the patronage shown by Qatar people, Mr. Saravanan and Mrs. Saravanan. Both of them are true, sincere adiyars. They want the Tirumurais to be spread over to all the people. Even if the people do not know Tamil, they should be able to understand the real gist of Saiva Siddhantam and the fame of Nayanmars. So with this I am just concluding, and the conclusion will be with the 5-lettered mantra. Before that, I request you to visit our website, Facebook, and also you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You are at liberty to visit our sites and express your comments also. You can subscribe to Jnanathiral. For the last 11 years, for the 12 years it has been published, and the 13th year is going on. You must subscribe. If you are already a subscriber, please subscribe on behalf of your relative or friend. And also there are USBs available on my lectures on Jnana Sambandhar, Tirunavukkarthar, Sundar. If you want, you can contact our public relation officer and you can get them. And other books also are also available written by me. If you want, you can get them. With this, I am just concluding this session with 5-lettered mantra. Kindly follow me. Tiruchitrambalam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Tiruchitrambalam. தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.